We have a couple of questions actually before we wrap up with predictions. And the winner of Behind the Lines number 2 this week has to be Don Connolly, on account of the fact that he's asked a second very good question. He asks, he says, word of Cian Kelleher moving back to Leinster. Can Connacht progress as a feeder team? And Cian McIntyre also asks, any thoughts on Cian Kelleher's move back to Leinster, which hasn't actually been confirmed yet, but is going to happen, let's be honest. Any thoughts there, Lance?
I'm not sure how he's phrased. Can Connacht progress as a feeder team, as in if they lose the likes of Cian Kelleher?
I suppose he perceives them to be a feeder team at the moment if they're losing the likes of Kelleher.
Well, they've been fed for a long time. Cian Kelleher came down to them from Leinster, so it's not like Connacht. If Cian Kelleher was from Monivea, or he was from, a local club down in Galway where they're losing him to Leinster, he came from Leinster. Now he's going back. So I think Connacht are doing brilliantly in terms of how they develop their young players. The game is growing. You get 8,000 people last week and a sellout there. When I played in Connacht, that happened once in a pre-World Cup warm-up for South Africa in 2007. They went and won the World Cup, but that was a sellout. You never got close to that other than a 3,000 to 4,000 crowd. So they're Connacht won't. I certainly don't think they're viewing themselves as a club who loses their best talent now to the bigger provinces. I think what they're doing is they're being very resourceful. The door is open for guys who haven't made it in other provinces to come in and push on, but they're also really smart in terms of how they've developed from their under 18, under 16, under 18, under 20s. How many times have they won the Interpro Championship in recent years, like between under 18s and under 20s? I think twice, have they?
Yeah, certainly.
So they're a strong entity within themselves for what they've developed. So I don't think I'd agree with. Well, Don's more asked a question than given a statement.
Yeah, but, maybe I've misinterpreted. Like maybe he actually means we should have Don on. Really, does anyone have Don's number?
Just get him on the phone.
But I suppose a feeder club, it's like almost you loan players out to them in order to develop them, and maybe that's what he means with Kelleher, in that he's moved down there and become a potentially big player, and now he's been taken back. Like maybe that's not a sustainable model to his mind. But I don't know if it's
but I mean, Connacht obviously would have preferred to hang on to him, but they certainly have other options in the back three. I know he's in good form at the moment, and certainly he's made a personal decision that he feels suits his career best, which is good to see, because you want a player who's happy with what they're doing and where they're playing their rugby. But I mean, they have Adi Lokon, they have plenty. They have Matt Healy, they've Kyle Godwin's played along the wing this season, so I think they'll be okay. Like the budgeting thing is massive. They're equally funded now by the RFU, and I guess old kind of, I don't know, stereotypes probably ring hard and are hard to get over. Sorry, but certainly in the recent past, even Ultan Dillane, like he's re-signed. Word by all accounts, Munster were in for him yet again for a second contract in a row, trying to get him home, as they would see it, to Munster. But he's decided to stay there, and you're seeing a lot of guys do that. They are going to lose players from time to time because they're not competing potentially for a Champions Cup win. But certainly I think it's changed a lot in the last couple of years. They're going to develop a new high performance centre and stadium, and that'll add a lot to their ability to hang on to players and actually attract a couple more players with an even bigger budget. So no, I wouldn't see them as a feeder team. And even Jack Carty as well as re-signed as well. So yeah, I think there's plenty of positives there, as well as the disappointment of losing a guy who's in really good form.